And welcome back. We've been teasing it for a long time, but it's now time to take a look at the long-awaited Oscar nominations. They were announced yesterday, and we're going to discuss some of the top categories. So we're going to start with Best Picture.
Whoop.
All right. Best Picture, Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Okay.
Now, I will say, I have seen 7 out of the 10, and I'm going to watch The Brutalist today.
Okay.
I am a little disappointed that Nickel Boys and I'm Still Here have not been available to watch, I will say.
Okay.
What is Nickel Boys?
It's...
I don't know.
What's Nickel Boys?
I saw some trailers once in a while. I don't know the full story, but it's kind of like a boys' home-esque story.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's based on any truth or not, but I've only seen the trailer a couple times.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Still Here. I think I saw a trailer like one time for.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of us agree on this. The biggest one that should not be up here.
Is Emilia Perez.
Except somehow, we were talking about this in the office, somehow it's the film with the most nominations this year at the Oscars, and it's also, what was it? It's either tied or right under.
Second,
most.
because La La Land and
Yeah.
All About Eve have 14
Of
nominations.
the most nominated of all time.
And Emilia Perez has 13, which is crazy.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, Maddie and I agreed on this.
Yeah.
It's not bad if you take the musical aspect of it out.
Take it out.
The music, though, the worst musical I've ever seen.
Well, it's talk singing. They're like, you know, he smells like boot leather and cologne and firewood, and I love my dad because he smells like this. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not even music per
It's
se.
very weird, and it feels like a very, not to say you can't like insert music into a heavy topic, but like it feels like a very heavy topic that's unnecessary for a musical.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what's weird about it.
And it seems like whoever wrote the music has no musical background, or they said, hey, last minute, let's take the script we wrote and add some music into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So-
to put it into another category.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, wait, early prediction. Who do you think might win Best Picture?
Okay, so here's who I hope will win.
Okay.
I hope it'll be The Substance.
Yes.
Okay.
In all honesty. I know Maddie watched it last night.
Yeah.
Who will actually win? I mean, if the way things have been going, it'll be Emilia Perez
Yeah.
somehow.
I think so.
But I think most of these are very deserving. Honora's great. Conclave is great. Dune Part 2. A Complete Unknown I don't feel like I would put up in Best Picture. I feel like Wicked has a chance too. I mean, it is a great movie. But it's hard to tell, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we've got Best Actress. Maybe? Okay, so
Okay.
we've got Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison for Anora, Demi Moore for The Substance, and then Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Okay, so that's the one she's in because
Yes.
she was a big deal at the Golden Globes, but I couldn't remember what she was in.
Hopefully, I'm hoping the theaters, or at least our local ones, will bring this
Yeah.
before the Oscars actually premiere.
Yeah.
But I mean, great women all around. I will say, I'm rooting for Demi Moore. She deserves
Yeah.
her flowers.
Me too. And that gold statue.
Yes. But honestly, every one of these women have been amazing in their roles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think personally you can take the top two out, unfortunately. I love Cynthia Erivo and Wicked, but
You think Carla you can take out as well?
yeah, I think so. Because here's the thing, I think Demi Moore is shocking a lot of people. I think this is like her big comeback of sorts, or just big moment.
Yeah.
But also, before Demi Moore won the Golden Globe, Mikey Madison was expected to just like sweep award season for Anora.
Really?
But then also, people are loving Fernanda's performance, and I'm Still Here. And there's a historical value to it because her mother is the only other Brazilian actress to win,
Oh, wow.
or to be nominated for an Oscar, and then also to have won the Golden Globe that she won. So there's like a lot of history tied into
Look
it.
at him doing the
Right?
research.
I know.
Who
Listen, I know
knew?
my
Like,
pop
hey?
culture stuff. I may not watch the films, but I know the
But you
information.
know the information.
Yeah. So I'm kind of interested. I also would be pulling for Demi Moore just because I think it's a cool story.
Yeah.
So, but
Because that whole time I was watching The Substance last night, I was thinking of her Globe speech, how that one, was it agent director or something, told her like, you're just like a momentary thing. Like
Yeah,
you're
like a
not gonna be
popcorn actress,
popcorn
right?
actress,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be big in a few years. And she's like, hello, here I am.
Any snubs in this category that you feel like?
I feel like Florence Pugh should have
For We Live in
flowers
Time.
for We Live in Time,
Yeah.
as well as Andrew Garfield, because for all of the awards so far, they have had nothing for that
Yeah.
movie in general.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially their performances, I feel like were very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shall we move on to Best Actor?
we should. Do you want to
Okay.
kick us off?
Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. To say something. A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. Rafe Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice.
This is a really stacked
It,
category.
it
in my
is.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen The Brutalist, so we'll see how that goes.
You're gonna see that tonight.
But I feel like if Timothée was going to be nominated, it should have been maybe for Dune 2 over A Complete Unknown.
A lot of people said that online.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, A Complete Unknown is a good movie, but I don't see it Best Picture worthy. I don't, and it's not his best performance. I mean, it's still a good performance, but like,
But the transformative aspect of it.
I mean, he did put a lot of work into learning how to sing like Bob Dylan and play those instruments, so that is true.
What were you
Well,
going to say?
Dylan's story is incredible. The problem I have with it, when they list it, I'm always reading it as like The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown. It's like, no, I've heard of it. What do you... Yeah, so I have to move my
Yeah,
mind.
figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Fiennes, incredible.
He was
I
right. He led
loved
Conclave with power. That
Yes.
was so good, and he was so good at leading it.
Now, I will say, I did really like The Apprentice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw it. I was gonna go see it at Alamo.
Boy, that got a lot of hubbub.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Sebastian did a great job.
Yeah, I've heard good
Talk
things.
about transformation.
Yes.
Yeah, here's my
Was
quick
he okay
opinion.
with even the metal arm and everything?
Oh, yeah,
Oh
totally.
my
Okay,
gosh.
good.
Here's my quick opinion. I think Adrian Brody will win for this. For
I
the
kind of
Brutalist.
felt that too.
But I will say, Timothy and Coleman both. Coleman's kind of on the rise even as an older actor. I think their time is to come for both of them.
absolutely.
I think we will see them win an Oscar in the next 2 to 5 years.
Sing Sing was a great movie as well.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
about the prison.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes, and it's based on a true story.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to our best supporting roles.
Okay.
So best supporting actress, we've got Monica Barbero for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez.
Okay, here's my prediction on who will win this one. Ariana.
Really?
Think so?
I think it'll be Ariana. I feel like of
Wow.
all of these, I mean, granted, I haven't seen The Brutalist still, so I don't know her performance. But Ariana stands out in her performance in Wicked more than the other 4 ladies do.
But I really think Zoe is
I
going
think
to
so,
take it
too.
because
Think so?
she learned Spanish. She spoke it beautifully in the film, very authentic
Yeah,
sounding.
true.
And mixing with the singing and the hopping to English to Spanish.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just think overall the performance was a little bit more difficult than like
yeah, I
Ariana
think
Grande singing.
critic-wise, it's even though we didn't care for it, I think critic-wise it's receiving its flowers, and I think
Yeah.
this is going to be Zoe's moment. But Ariana deserves it for sure.
That's true. I think it'll be between those two.
I'm just wondering if the heart of the Academy comes out and they go with Isabella Rossellini.
Maybe she was good. Her role was more subtle, but it
Yeah.
was like
It was-
profound in its own way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was very small part.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
it
I
was.
liked it. I liked
Small
it.
parts can make a huge
Best
difference.
supporting
you know?
actor, real quick. I
Okay, best supporting actor. Yura Borisov, Anora, Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain, Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice.
Okay, first of all, I'm loving the Kieran versus Jeremy because if you watch Succession, they were brothers in it, but they also didn't get along in the show and apparently didn't really get along towards the end of the show behind the scenes. So it's spicy that they're both nominated.
Well, I think
Oh.
it'll come between those two. I'm hoping Kieran, because The Real Pain is very good, very raw. He does a great job in it.
I think Kieran will win also. Yeah.
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 And according to Chris Luzader, who is very thick in the weeds with movies, she said the Globes are not a telling, it doesn't tell you who's going to win
Right,
at the
yeah.
Oscars. So just because he won
we
the
need to
Globes,
see another
maybe-
award show first to get a better indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will
Okay.
Macaulay show up?
You never know, I
Maybe
guess.
who's to say? Best animated feature.
Best animated feature: Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot.
All right, real quick. What do you
Okay,
think's gonna
my
take it?
predictions, it'll be between Flo and The Wild Robot. I'm cheering for The Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Love it. It's on streaming today.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it. But I also think Transformers 1 should have been up here.
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, it was a great movie.
Interesting.
I like
just-
Wallace and Gromit.
I haven't seen
They
it, but
do
I love
great
that it's
stuff.
up there.
I want Memoir of a Snail because
Just for
I move at a
funsies.
snail's pace.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you guys. Well, those are our predictions on the Oscars. Let us know if you have any thoughts.
Yes, and you guys, when we come back, we'll be with our good friend Jordan Browning from Ozarks Food Harvest. Don't go anywhere.